I just got fired at my job for sexually harassing someone.
Happy Tuesday. Sitting here at work. There's the tracker. There's a Grand National right there. Made a video about it the other day. I'll pop it up right here.
You know how many men I work with that make sexual jokes, and I happen to be a part of one, and some young kid, because I made a comment he didn't like that was not sexual, I offended him. He went to HR and said that I sexually harassed him. I won't leave him alone.
So I work with a disgusting obese old woman. She listens to Werewolf and Dragon Corn. I got a little bit of her listening to her smut stories really loud today. I just put my camera down and record. You could hear a little bit of it, but it's louder than what the camera shows.
The desire was not normal and had her flustered.
Have you guys seen that video of that one girl working at Lowe's? She got fired because a guy turned her in for sexual harassment.
I made a comment about his girlfriend not making his lunch. It was a joke. Mind you, this kid, who's a weirdo, by the way, always trying to be around me, always trying to talk to me. I never said anything sexual to him at all. That's number one. But I made a comment one day because we went back and forth, like joking about stuff. I made a comment about how he has this girl lunchbox, and I didn't say he was gay or anything like that. It wasn't a sexual or a derogatory thing.
Me and my best friend Jonathan, we joke about how guys aren't allowed to file for sexual harassment.
Pervasive pattern of demeaning behavior, hostile work environment affecting job performance. Mr. Hill, I believe we have a strong case for a lawsuit based on male sexual harassment.
Male sexual harassment? Oh, no.
At our last job, there was this one old lady that always hit on him. So at the time, he was having girlfriend problems, and this lady asked him, "So how are you and your girlfriend doing?" And he said, you know, she's very confusing and complicated. And she said, "I wouldn't be complicated." And she winked at him. So when she left, I was like, "Hey man, you should file for sexual harassment." And he was like, "I can't do that, you'll laugh at me." And I said, "Yeah, I will." So what's up with that? Why aren't guys allowed to file for sexual harassment? We like gotta be tough, you know? So when I saw that video of that girl who got fired for sexual harassment at Lowe's, I thought of my buddy Jonathan right away. I said, "Hey, Jonathan would laugh at that guy who filed for sexual harassment. So would I." All right, guys. I guess that's how a lot of us are raised. As a guy, you got to be tough, and you can't point out things like that. So this old lady I work with, she's fat, obese, nasty, and she's rude, man. So long story short, I'm not picking on her. I try to give her the easy jobs, right? So we got a lot of like merchandise inventory that we got to put into the computer. It's basically like a data entry type job, and some boxes are easier than others to input. Some boxes you don't need to inspect them, they got an inspection tag. So me and my buddy, we would always give her the easy boxes, and one day there was nothing but easy boxes, right? So you know, we split up the only things we had, and then she saw that we had easy boxes, and then she started whining about it. She said, "Hey, why do you guys have that?" And my buddy was like, "This is all we have today. We all have to input something into the computer. It's our job." And she throws a temper tantrum, and she goes, "Bastards!" and starts punching the boxes. In my head, I'm thinking, my dad just died. I could go to HR right now and say, "Hey, this old lady called me a bastard. It hurt my feelings, you know?" But, you know, as a guy, you just take it, and I just ignore her. She also listens to weird Werewolf and Dragon Corn. I got a little bit of her listening to her videos really loud today. You can't hear it too well, but in real life, like, you know, if you're actually there, you could hear how smutty these stories are. But yeah, that's my life right now. I got to get out of this office life, make it somehow. All right, guys, have a good one.